Good morning, guys. So yeah, start of the new year did not go exactly according to plan, but that's okay. Um, yeah, I woke up feeling pretty sick yesterday, which was the second. Um, and then I was debating if I was just going to go to the gym anyway. But even though in my head I was going to go 365 times this year, I was also aware that things can happen to force you to take a rest day. However, I didn't expect it to happen the second day of the year. So it just goes to show you when I talk about setbacks and things that are going to get in your way, that, it can come out of nowhere. It can be something like that. You could have car trouble. Life can just happen and get in the way. So the reason I don't really schedule a rest day is because life is going to give me rest days. But yeah, I probably could have got up and gone to the gym and went through the motions and then got everybody sick that touched anything I touched in the gym. But I'm feeling, I'd say about 80-90% today. So I think that's good enough for me to get back into the groove. And today is going to be back day, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So it's 2025. Even though I took a rest day, I did stick to my diet for the most part. And this morning so far, I've had my bagel. I ran out of cream cheese, so I didn't have any cream cheese with that bagel. But the main point of the bagel is to carb up and get some kind of carbs in my body. And drink my pre-workout, have my creatine and my multivitamin. And I usually have a few eggs with my bagel, but I forgot one morning, like last week or the week before, I'm not sure when. Excuse me. But so I had my bagel, I went to the gym, and then a couple hours later I had my eggs. So what happened when I did that is it curbed my appetite just a little bit, to where I could push lunch back an hour or two later. That might not seem like a big deal, but if you can push lunch, especially when you're trying to cut, right? If you can push lunch back just a little bit, then you can push dinner back a little bit. And my problem was I was eating my breakfast and then I was eating my lunch at maybe 11, and now I'm able to eat it at 12 or 1, and then I was eating dinner at like 5, and I can push that back to 6 or 7. When you eat your last meal at 5 and you still got 5 to 6 hours till you go to bed, you're risking big time cheating on that diet. So I think being able to push it back just a little bit is going to be pretty beneficial. That's just my take on that. So plan for back, pull downs, rows. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. But yeah, guys, it is freezing cold. There's 32 degrees. I don't know where you are in the country, but whew. So back day. But yeah, even though I missed that day, even though I missed my workout yesterday, I've still got that motivation. I still got that drive, because that mindset that I built, that it's okay to have setbacks as long as you get back up and you keep pushing forward. And that's the mindset that's always going to stay with me. I think it's pretty important to build a strong mindset, because things aren't always going to go according to plan. You're going to have to adjust, and you're just going to have to learn to deal with things as they come, So anyway, I'm just ranting on at this point, about to get in there. I can feel the beta alanine, or whatever you call it in the pre-workout. I can feel the tingles. But let's get in there and kill it. I'll see you guys on the inside. Alright guys, this is going to be pretty raw and unfiltered. I haven't really recorded my voice while I'm going through my workout here, but I wanted to try something different. So my first exercise of back day was lat pull downs. I had to adjust the camera because my camera has like a face tracking thing and sometimes it just doesn't work. So I started off with lat pull downs. This wasn't really a working set. It was still more of a warm-up set because I did go up and weight, and I did 3 sets after this. But I saw an opportunity to record myself, so I did. So when I'm doing lat pull downs, I like to focus on that stretch and also that squeeze at the bottom. And you want to bring your elbows forward just a little bit, and you should feel that in your lats. So I ended up doing 3 sets of 12, and then after that, it's time to move on to the next exercise, which is the bent pullovers, however you want to call it, pull downs. I ended up doing 3 sets of 12 here as well. As you can see, a stretch and then squeeze at the bottom. I could probably work on my squeeze a little bit at the bottom, stay in there for a second. But I did go decently heavy here. And sometimes this one can make my elbows feel a little off, but I don't think it's really causing an injury. But that one felt pretty good. And then after that, it was time to move on to the next exercise, which was dumbbell rows. I went a little heavier than usual. I used the 60 pounders. And as per usual, so you want to pull it back towards your hip. A lot of people just like to pull it straight up, but that's not really working your back the way you can. And I think I could slow down a little bit on this one, but overall, when I'm doing it, I definitely feel my lats being engaged. So I ended up doing 3 sets of 10 to 12. Some people like to put one leg forward. I like to just completely put my feet back and lean into whatever I'm leaning on. It just, for me, it really helps me engage my back when I'm doing this one. But that was it. And, short and sweet, but it worked out pretty well. And then I did my pose down. I'm always experimenting with angles when I'm doing my pose down, but if you look back at one of my videos from when I first started, my physique has come a very long way. I'm still not where I want to be. I still want to keep getting leaner and see what my physique really looks like when my body fat percentage is really low. But, every day I'm noticing more definition. And, it's pretty exciting when you stick to a diet and you're starting to see results from it. But yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing. And then that was going to be it, but I was like, man, I haven't done pull-ups in a while. Let me do a set of pull-ups. So I did a few pull-ups to warm up, and then I wanted to see how many I could do. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I may have been able to do a couple more, but I was pretty satisfied with that. So that was all right. And there you go. Back day is complete. It felt like a pretty solid one. I definitely think I'm going to start finishing with some pull-ups. It's just a functional exercise that I want to be able to do. So sorry, I was somebody turning in. It threw me for a loop. Usually nobody pulling in when I'm pulling out of the gym. But anyway, so yeah, definitely going to include pull-ups from now on. It felt really good to be able to do some of those. So overall, it was a fantastic workout. But yeah, guys, being sick the other day did annoy me, I think, because, I had it in my head I was going to go so many days in a row. But we recovered. We went in. The next day, we had a really good workout, so I can't really complain too much about that. Maybe that little bit of rest helped a little bit. I don't know. But you know, we're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to stick to this diet. I feel good about where my physique is heading after looking at the pose down. And, you know, I mean, there's not much more to it, you know. Keep a good attitude. Keep pushing yourself. Learn new things. And you don't never stop. Absolutely never stop. Always chase your goals. And, you know, be patient, be persistent, and be positive no matter what. And I guarantee if you have a plan and you work towards it every day, you're absolutely going to get to it. So, yeah. Right now, I'm headed to the grocery store. I need some lean ground beef or some chicken or something to eat today. You know, I usually go with the lean ground beef and some rice. Maybe I'll buy some potatoes and some chicken and get some fat-free ranch dressing or something, you know. Mix it up a little bit. I'm really not sure yet. I guess we'll find out when we go in the grocery store, huh? Maybe I'll talk about that when I get back in the car. Maybe that's what direction this video can take. But, you know, I'm trying to make these videos a little bit longer for you guys so we can spend a little more time together. But I also don't want to sit here and just yap away at useless, I wouldn't say useless information, you know. I don't want to bore you to death. I guess you can skip these parts if you get bored, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking chicken and potatoes. But we'll go over that grocery haul. Not really a grocery haul because I have half the stuff I need at home already. Maybe not the best time to do this, but we'll do it anyway. You know, just to mix it up a little bit. Find me a good parking spot. Or a bad parking spot. I don't think it really matters. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking chicken and potatoes. What do y'all think? That sound good to y'all? Sounds freaking good to me. Alright. I will be right back. You guys sit tight and we'll talk about what I bought and why. Be right back. Alright, we're going to go over what I got at the grocery store real quick and why I got it. My camera's battery is at 14%. So, what am I eating? So, right here, I got a bag of gold potatoes. Let's see if we can get close to the nutrition. I don't know if y'all can see that too good. So, 110 calories per serving, and there's 15 servings per container. So if I were to cook all these and just slice them up, which is what I'm going to do, boil them in water, and if I were to portion it out into, say, 5 containers, that would be 300 calories per container, 330 calories per container. And that's a very good carb source right there because it'll keep you feeling full longer than rice will. And this actually isn't the chicken I wanted to get. I got kind of lazy. I got the Tyson diced chicken here. Nutrition there. 110 calories per serving. There's 7 servings per container and 19 grams of protein. So really, I'd eat almost this entire bag. So let's say I have 300 calories of potatoes. And if I were to do let's just say 330 calories. That's one bowl, right? And if I were to do 3 servings of this, which would be 330 calories, that'd be 660 calories. And then 3 servings of this would be 57 grams of protein, plus there's a little bit of protein in potatoes. So that would be a pretty good meal right there, right? And I did get some ranch dressing in here. I'm not really sure how. So I got the Kraft fat-free. And even though it's fat-free, you can see right here the calories. 50 calories per serving, but it's also 16 servings per container. So even though it's fat-free, you have to be really careful. Because if I were to squirt that entire bottle on there, man, that'd be 700. I don't think anybody do an entire bottle, but it's definitely better than getting the full fat if you're on a cut and you want to add just a little bit of flavor to your food. So my meal is going to be some gold potatoes, which are boiled, and some of this frozen chicken. You know, fresh chicken is definitely better, and if you have a food scale, you can measure that out and get it pretty accurate. But I'll probably make myself 2 bowls of this for today, and I had my bagel, so it'll keep me under 2,000 calories and about 150 grams of protein for the day. So that's really the goal right now, is to stay below, is to stay below 2,000 calories and get 150 grams of protein or more. And that way I'm slowly going to lose weight. I'm going to get more cut, and I'm going to maintain most of the muscle that I've built over the years. So when you're cutting, I think that's pretty important, is to still be getting the right amount of protein, even though you're trying to cut your calories back, but you still have to nail your protein, or your cut isn't going to go as well as somebody that's still maintaining their macros. But yeah, other than that, I got this C4 energy drink right here. It's got 5 calories, nothing serious, just some caffeine. And I didn't really buy anything else for myself, but I mean, that's it. Other than that, I'm buying stuff like bagels and pre-boiled eggs, or just normal eggs, and I'm scrambling them. And when I'm scrambling them, I'm not using butter. I'm just using the non-stick spray, so we're not adding any calories there. The diet is kind of boring when you're cutting. It's just how it is. And, it's a give and take. If you want, it's definitely possible to make really delicious meals and still be in a calorie deficit. But in my mind, that is a lot harder to maintain than keeping it simple, And, if you want to be able to maintain it and be consistent with it, you have to keep it simple. There's some people out there that definitely have a little more free time. They're able to, or just better at cooking in general. They're able to add a bunch of flavor without adding any calories. But for me, this is just the easiest thing to stick to. It's stuff that's easy to cook. It's quick to cook. And the flavor is okay. It's not perfect or great or anything, but it's okay enough for me to maintain. And then like fat-free and low sugar sauces to my food, so I'm not adding a lot of calories, but it's making it easier for me to get down because it's not dry and things like that. It's not being in a calorie deficit, doing a cut for an extended period of time. And that's the difficult part, is just getting used to this kind of food that you're eating, which is not a whole lot. And still being able to find that balance to where you're getting enough carbs in so you're able to get in the gym and put the work in. But, that's just a sacrifice you have to make. If you're really trying to cut, if you're really trying to get in the best shape that you can, it's just part of it. And that's just what you have to do. And for me, it's when I'm doing my pose downs every day and I'm seeing results, that is enough motivation for me to continue to do things like this. And I'm just really excited to see where this is going. And we're going to keep on pushing it. We're going to keep on doing this cut. And, you guys let me know what you know about this format of my videos, because I know it's a little bit different. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Tomorrow's chest day. We're going to push it heavy, bench press. I don't think I'm ever going to lighten up on the bench press. I really like going kind of heavy there. But the other exercises will slow it down a little bit. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for chest day. Stay productive. Don't let the little things knock you down so hard that you don't get back up. Get back up. Get after it. Keep pushing and keep on attacking them goals. I'll see you guys next time.